Alright, so this strategy involves rushing deep behind enemy lines. It really catches them by surprise. I like to joke, call this the crouching tiger, hidden dragon. The essence being that you're hiding behind the enemy line, right, and trying to strike them by surprise. So here, first off, we start by looking for that stone so we can build a uvu. It's key into building the economics for this play here, because you want to have a lot of resources available to rush. While I'm setting up my town center here, I have my Khan running around looking for sheep. Set all my villagers on to wood first. Once that town center is in place, we can start putting an uvu over that stone right there. All the while I'm having my Khan running around looking for more sheep, right? Okay, so I have one villager building that uvu. The rest of them are on wood. Standing idly around, of course, while I'm actually running around and doing control and clicking on places so the Khan automatically runs and scouts. My first villager is going to be sent to food. The one that finished the uvu is going to be sent to food as well. Just heard all the sheep, gather them around while I'm scouting with the Khan here. So we have 3 on sheep. We're going to keep cranking out more for sheep. Right now we have enough resources for a gur, so we want to start getting that gur up as soon as possible so we can get the upgrades, right, for wood. We want that forestry quick because we're going to need a lot of woods to get this strategy going. So now I'm even, 4 on wood and 4 on food. Now with that extra villager, I'm going to send him to build a gur since I have 100 resources, 100 wood for the gur. The reason why I built the gur here is as close as possible to the town center. That way if I get attacked, I can at least build a tower, and it'll still be within the tower's range to protect everything. All the while I'm sending all the villagers over to food. Once that villager's done with the gur, I send him over to mine, and as soon as I can, I'm going to get that forestry upgrade going. So let's see how our Khan's doing. So he's coming back with 4 sheep. Now I've got 6 on food and 4 on wood and 1 on the gold. I'm going to send another one to the gold here shortly. Any chance you get, of course, use speed arrow with the Khan so it quickens up his movement, and you can get to the destination a little bit faster than usual. Now right here, this villager, once I'm at 6 food, 3 on wood, and then 2 on the gold, I send that villager right behind the Khan. So the Khan's going to essentially scout, but the villager is going to take the same path, right? So the Khan essentially makes sure that the path is safe for the villager here, so we can follow behind him. You don't want this villager caught, because if they see this villager, they're more than likely going to kill your villager, right? So this is the area that I'm sending the Khan towards. It looks pretty cleared so far, and the villager is not too far behind. But focusing back on the economy, I'm at 7 food, 4 wood, and 2 for the gold. Now at this rate, I'm going to double the villagers since I'm next to that uvu. So up front, I like to produce more or have more units on food, just to get the foundation set for units to be created, right, with a lot of food requirements. After that, a lot of my villagers are going to go on wood. You'll see why, as this strategy requires a lot of wood. Okay, I've got him scouting around. Let's see what I've got over here. Alright, so I took 2 of his sheep. Okay, let's mess around here and see what he has. Alright, this is a prime candidate for a rush here. He's on the edge. I've got a lot of empty space here that I can use to hide, right? The thing about the strategy is you want to build barracks and archery range and your stable. Let's kill that wolf here if we can in this secluded area so you won't get caught. Now back to our economy here. I'm at 9 food, 6 wood, and 2 on the gold. Okay, gonna send another one over here to the food. That way we have an even 10. Now from this point on, you notice I'm gonna crank out all the villagers and send them towards the wood line. While I'm doing that, my villager over here, the lone villager that's by itself here, is gonna build the barracks. And of course, while you're doing all this, make sure that you get the forestry upgrade as soon as possible. I didn't show this, but the forestry was upgraded at the early onset of the game. Okay, now I've went up to 12 for the food. About 12, 13, maybe 14 if I'm pushing it, but the rest of them are going to go towards wood. I'm going to send these 2 sheep off to the villagers here. So I've done, I've created the first barracks over here, so now I'm going to create the second barracks. Not really going to create much units just yet, maybe 1 or 2 spearmen just to make sure that this villager is safe. Now right here I'm creating that deer stone, and I'm sending another villager to support the construction of the deer stone. At this point we want about 3 villagers to help with the deer stone. The reason why I place it here in the middle is because it reaches all the workers, right? So it provides us extra movement, the faster movement for all the villagers within the area of the deer stone. Still creating my villagers. Gonna send. I'll move all the villagers. I should be sending all the villagers to the tree line here shortly. So over here, while the second barracks is complete, or after the second barracks is complete, I'm gonna send that villager to build that tower. That's your primary defense early in the game here for this strategy. At 1 or 2 spearmen at most, right? Like I said earlier. My Khan is over here, still scouting around if I can. Okay, I'm going to build another stable here. So between the 2 barracks and a stable, I can't build a archery range yet, but that'll come here shortly when I get to feudal age. So we have a total of 3. Speaking of feudal age, we have a total of 3 villagers on the deer stone. Let's get that done as quick as possible. Now we have 11 on the food, 9 on the wood. At this rate, once I'm heading towards feudal age, I want to start building the pastures because, of course, the sheep population is going to be diminished and used up by the villagers on food. So let's build as many pastures as we can, but in this case I'm going to build 2 pastures. And the reason why I don't want to build all the troops just yet is because 1, you only have 180 wood as you see at the current rate here, and I don't want to use up all the wood because I still need to build the blacksmith after this. Alright, so the deer stone's complete. That second pasture is being built. Looks good. Now I'm going to send this villager to build the blacksmith and have another villager to help him so we can complete the blacksmith as quick as possible because the blacksmith is very important for the next strategy here. Over here I have the spearmen garrison within the tower. That way they can start chucking arrows if needed. But hopefully I'm hit it well enough that no one can spot this area and ruin the rush. And this is when I start building the archery range. Now with the blacksmith, once that's done, you've got your villagers here. You want to upgrade the siege engineering so that all your spearmen and your archers can start building rams, right? Okay. Once those are done, send them to the wood line. At this rate, I'm going to need quite a bit of wood, quite a bit of gold. So I'm going to send 1 extra villager to gold at 5. So 5 gold total. I should be having 5 total. And that other villager I'm sending to build the 3rd pasture. You want at least 1 pasture for every 3 villagers. That's my general rule of thumb. I always use the double villager capabilities if you have enough stone resources. Let's go back over here. Okay, I've got the archer range up. I've got the stable and 2 barracks. Alright, now I have the spearmen. I'm going to garrison them and have the villager go into the tower here. Alright, my partner's offered to help with some knights. Oh, looks like we're getting hammered over here by the Khan, so let's run around here and not get killed. At this rate, look at this. I'm at 12 food. 19 going on the wood. So wood's going to be very important in this rush here. And then we've got 4 on the stone. I should be sending a few more on stone here shortly. And cranking out another pasture. While I'm at that, 4 of my spearmen are creating the ram. I want to, for this rush, the goal is to have at least 3 rams at your disposal. So that's why I'm starting the ram right now. Okay, back on the econ, we have 12 on the food, 20 on the wood. Trust me, you're gonna need all the wood you can get. And at this point, they're getting a little bit further away, right? The villagers that are chopping, they're getting a little bit further away from the town center. So we're gonna try to close that gap and build a gur right there where the wood line is. Right now, I'm just scouting the enemy, looking at yellows here, see what he's doing. Oh, we're getting low. Let's get out of here. We're gonna make it. We'll be okay. There we go. Let's get the con out of trouble for now and go back and focus on our economy here. Alright, so 12 on food, 20 on wood, and 6. As you can see, we've got 6 on gold now, okay? While we're at that, I have the other spearmen here building another set of rams. Your second ram. You do want to start getting archers built. Now I'm building my 3rd ram. As you can see, the reason why I have a lot of villagers on wood is because we need all that wood to build the rams, right? And archers are not cheap. They're about 50 wood each, right? So keep that in mind too. Spearmen, not too bad. They're about 20 wood each. Horsemen, 20 wood each too, but they require more food. Alright, so we've got 3 rams being built, or the 3rd ram being built. Our partner over here is trying to get through the gate. The reason why I call this crouching tiger, hidden dragon is you've got to be really hidden back here, deep behind enemy lines by yourself. And sometimes you're going to be by yourself because your enemy can't, or your allies can't get through. Okay. Now I'm on to my 5th pasture while I'm building that ram over there. Now look at the total here. We're at 13 food, 21 on wood, and 9 on gold. And I built that second gur over here by the tree line so that we can get the wood much quicker. While I'm doing this, I'm organizing my troops here. I like to hotkey my spearmen and my archers to 1 for the hotkey. My cavalry, I like to hotkey them to 2, and then the rams here, they're hotkeyed for number 3. That way I can control the spearmen. Essentially, the spearmen and the archer will be the vanguard, right? They're the mass troops. You want your cavalry here to essentially counter any archers. Let's go back to econ right here. Now we're back at more even level for the food. So I keep building the pasture. You know, as much resources as I can dedicate to the pasture while I'm still building my troops with spearmen and all that to amass my troop. So now I'm at 6 pastures. And at this rate, once you hit about 18 on the wood, you want to balance it back out to 19, or you know, go to get the ratio of food to be at or above what you have for wood. Okay, and I'm increasing my gold to 10. All right, at this rate, I'm ready to mass my troops and go on the offensive. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to send all my troops over here. I'm going to send them all essentially to the enemy's base. That way, we can have some support. I'll send in my 3 ram first, all the 3 rams first, send it straight to that enemy's town center. As you can tell, as soon as your troops are going to approach the villagers, they're going to run to the town center, right? So don't get too close, let the rams get in first. Now, don't get too far away from the rams because those villagers will pop out and they'll try to burn your rams, right? So stay within range, but don't get shot by the arrows, okay? While I'm at it, I have some resources. I'm going to build another ram here. So we've got 3 rams on the town center. Alright. I'm going to send some spearmen here just in case they send out villagers, right? So we'll send some spearmen there just to protect the rams a little bit. Building my 4th ram here. Alright, sending in the 4th ram. As you can see, those villagers are coming in. They're going to try to attack your rams. Pull them back. Now send your spearmen in. There you go. Now you've got 4 rams on the town center, okay? And my partner is doing a good job just, you know, distracting the enemy on the side. Alright. So now you have all your troops near the rams once you have the 4th ram in, because they're going to try to send the villagers towards your rams. Which is great. I mean, you're going to kill their economy anyways if they do that with their villagers, right? So let them do that. Your one rep can take a hit. That's fine. But now he has no economy left. Okay. So still got 4 rams left here, which is great. All right. Now let's send it towards the Dome of Faith here. Oh, he's got an elephant, so I'm going to send my spearmen to take out that elephant. Now, keep in mind that I'm going to send more troops here from these barracks and archery ranges to support this fight. Always make sure your troops are being created. Pull my troops back if they get too far from the rams, of course. To provide some support. Now I'm taking out the dome. Now, don't make the same mistake I did. I should have used the horsemen and moved around to take out the archers, but they just got carried in a moment, essentially. All right, so we took out the dome. Let's move on to the next building here. At the same time, make sure you don't neglect your economy. Okay. I'm at 21 for the food, 16 on the wood, and 10 on the gold. All right, now let's send the rams here to take out this compound of the defender. Okay. His guys are going to be too busy taking out your guys while the rams are attacking, so you're okay for now. But keep creating troops. Distract them. These archers aren't going to do much to the rams. Alright, I'm going to amass my troops. Start gathering my troops again, and then we're going to go back in for the offensive. My ram's going to be okay. The archers aren't going to do anything to the rams. Alright, let's go back in. Now keep pumping out guys. Keep pumping out spearmen and archers and horsemen as best you can. He's really desperate now that he's sending out his villagers. But at this point, he's left the game. He's kind of given up, right? There's no point anymore. He's lost his economy. He's lost all his major wonders or landmarks. All 3 of his landmarks. Okay, now we can press forward to the next guy. It's pretty devastating. So Cat Daddy was this guy. He surrendered the fight because he doesn't have any more villagers left. Essentially, he doesn't have any more of his major landmarks left. Now don't neglect your economy, but at this rate, all his partners kind of left the game essentially. They didn't see a point in continuing the game, and that's how you do a Mongol rush. Hope you like it, and please like and subscribe if you like the video. Thanks. See you guys.